This video is all about a very familiar topic, which is vitamins and minerals. We've been told throughout our lives to eat in certain foods because they will give us our necessary amounts of vitamins or minerals. So the obvious question is, what are vitamins and minerals? The main idea is that there are certain things that your body needs in order to function properly, but your body cannot produce these things on its own. Generally, your body is capable of producing many things that allow it to optimally stay healthy, but vitamins and minerals are not amongst those things. To further classify these non-producible materials, we can divide them into organic or inorganic substances. Organic is simply a more complex way of saying that the substance has carbons involved in it. Most molecules in life fall under this category, as the majority of materials in biological systems involve carbon. This is why they are called organic molecules, and there's a whole field of science known as organic chemistry, in which they mainly focus on the chemistry of life. So if the things that the body is unable to produce are organic, they are classified as vitamins. Some of the most common vitamins that you may hear can be like vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K, vitamin C, and vitamin B12, and many more. Even these vitamins can be further divided by the notation of whether they are soluble in fat or not. For example, vitamins A, D, E, and K are fat-soluble, which means that they are able to dissolve in fat. However, vitamin B12 and C are water-soluble, which means they are able to dissolve in water. The reason why it may be important for you to know about these different vitamins and their properties is because if you're trying to keep your health in good shape, you're going to need all of these vitamins. However, fat-soluble vitamins are far easier to overdose on. This is because since they're soluble in fat, they're able to stay in your body for a lot longer than water-soluble vitamins. Since water-soluble vitamins are very easy to flush out of your system, it's more common to have a deficiency in these types of vitamins. With that out of the way, we can now take a closer look at what foods contain certain vitamins. For example, we can see some carrots on the screen. You might have had people tell you that you should eat carrots because they're good for your eyes. And that is true. But the reason why it's good for your eyes is because carrots contain a substance called beta-carotene. The carotene part of the word is not a coincidence. It literally comes from Latin for carrot. So carotenes are these pigment molecules which give the carrots their orangish color. Once beta-carotene is consumed by your body, it's a precursor for vitamin A, which is essential for your eyes and many other functions in the body. A precursor is just a fancy way of saying that your body is able to take the consumed element and turn it into something else that it needs, which in this case would be vitamin A. Oranges are fruits that are commonly known for being rich in vitamin C. Obviously, both carrots and oranges have dozens of different traces of vitamins and minerals, but these are just what they have the most amount of or are well known for. Vitamin C, as we talked about, is a water-soluble vitamin that is very valuable for the immune system. In a situation where you have a deficiency in vitamin C, you could develop a disease known as scurvy. This disease is not too common anymore, but hundreds of years ago, sailors would often get scurvy because their diets were very limited and fruits and vegetables that contained vitamin C would go bad too early into the voyage. Due to this massive vitamin C deficiency, their collagen connective tissue would begin to break down. So it was a very horrible and painful disease that is luckily not very common anymore. So what if there's something that your body needs, cannot produce, and is inorganic? Those are the things that we call minerals. Of course, the term minerals can also be used in a geological sense, but in the context of what we're currently talking about, it is inorganic things that your body needs but cannot produce. What's interesting is that most of the minerals that you'll recognize are the elements on the periodic table itself. There will be things like phosphorus, calcium, magnesium, potassium, iron, calcium, and many more. So all of these are also essential for your body. As we go further into the study of biology, you'll see how phosphorus is very useful in molecules such as ATP, which is the energy store. It's even in the helixes of DNA and RNA, as we learned in the previous video. We'll also see how calcium is useful not only for your bones, but also for things such as muscle contractions, along with magnesium. To send signals down your sensory neurons, you're going to need potassium and sodium. Iron is found in hemoglobin proteins, and it bonds to oxygens in red blood cells to allow you to transport oxygen through the bloodstream. So you can begin to see just how valuable these vitamins and minerals really are. Going back to the foods that we previously addressed, many of them will not only contain vitamins, but they will probably also contain given amounts of minerals as well. For example, carrots don't just contain beta-carotene, but also contain potassium, which, as we talked about, are essential for things such as sensory neurons. In things such as milk, it contains vitamin D and trace amounts of other vitamins, but it also contains high amounts of calcium. So the big picture here is that vitamins and minerals are substances that your body does not produce itself, but vitally needs. We're going to continuously see them in biology as well. As we dive deeper into the functions of vitamins, we're going to see them as coenzymes, things that will catalyze functions in the cell and many other chemical reactions. Minerals are also going to be repetitively seen in things such as the powerhouse of the cell, mitochondria, the backbones of DNA and other nucleic acids, muscle contractions, and even in hemoglobin proteins. This is all really intriguing and exciting, and they will all be introduced individually as we continue to venture into biology, and also branch out into other fields of science in the future. But for now, I thank you all for watching.